Alright, guys, and we are live. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Oh, okay. And we're going to continue right back where we left off on Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony. Previously, we only got through the first half of the trial. We were going to do the whole thing in one sitting, but time got the better of us, so yeah, we're pretty much here, back again to finish the rest. Hopefully finish the rest on today's stream. Currently, my room is hot as buns. Literally, it's hot like an oven in here. I don't know what's wrong with my AC. AC is always wigging out. Not sure if we need to fix it. Probably not. I think it's just being a jerk right now. But anyways, let's get right back into it. I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. Also, shout out to the YouTube channel. This is our first ever official live stream on YouTube. So what exactly is the question here? What shortcut connected Ryoma's lab to the gym? Easy, it's right there. You would have to be a goddamn idiot not to pick the window.
The shortcut is the window in Ryoma's lab.
The window?
That's right. None of the windows in this school open.
Okay.
Except the one in Ryoma's lab.
Yeah, the one in Ryoma's lab.
And on top of that, the window faced the pool. You can see the gym straight across.
Did the culprit drop Ryoma's body into the pool area from the lab window?
Hold on, that seems way too easy. There's no way it's that easy.
Then they could have thrown the body into the piranha tank through the gym window. How's that? Mission complete!
That seems way too easy. There's no way it's that easy.
Your explanation contradicts some things we discussed earlier. The gym window was too high to reach from the pool side, even if one used the ladder. That's right! I apologize! I must go on a journey to reflect on this!
Yeah, go on a journey. That's what you need to do. Maybe you'll become a little smarter too.
Body was thrown into the gym. Well, that didn't really give us any info about the crime.
Maki, you're awfully quiet. What do you have to say, Maki? Hold on, chat. I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. Sorry about that, guys. Gotta take care of some business. But now we're back on the game to take care of this business. Alright then, I have to analyze the possible methods and find the most likely. Alright, talk your shit. Talk your shit. Shuichi. When you have to deduce how things are connected, Psych Taxi will start up. That's new. They didn't have Psych Taxi in the other game. The other game I had to write a freaking board. The objective of this mode is to gather the letter cubes lying around to form the question. Use the X button to accelerate and the left little joystick to move left and right. By picking up the letter cubes floating around, you can complete the question. Okay, so is this like Hangman's Gambit in a sense? Once you completed the question, you head toward the escort that has the correct answer. If it's the right answer, they'll get in your car. If it's the wrong answer, something bad happens. Okay, so we gotta pick up the right answers, pretty much. You pick the right answers to pick them up. That's pretty much what we're getting at here. Also, there will be other cars on the road. If you hit those, you will take focus energy damage. If it's getting dangerous, use the R1 to concentrate, stay calm, and avoid them. Please drive safely, enjoy the ride. I don't think this is going to end well for us. Every time we play like a new little mini game, we get absolutely demolished. It doesn't look like it's that hard though. See? Look at it. How do I accelerate this bad boy? Alright, that's how you accelerate. Okay. Let's pick up that next letter. Okay. Another letter. We're picking up the right ones. Come on, we can't be missing the letters here. Alright, here's the question. Oh, we're crashing. The body was brought from where? Where was the body brought from? Hell should I know? Thinking time, alright. What's thinking time about? Lab window, lab door. Did I hit the right one? I just hit a woman! Oh my gosh! Am I going to jail for that? Oh no, I picked her up. She's in my car. Yo, what's up, baby? Let me take you out for a drive. Come here often? Let's go to the next question. Now this is one game I can get behind. Uh-oh, let's not miss any letters. I want all the letters. Right there, we're almost there. Come on now. Give me lucky number 7. That makes no sense from what I just said. I just felt like saying it. Alright, let's keep going. Alright, the body was brought to the gym from where? Wait, did I pick up the wrong one? Is that why we're redoing this? Gym door, gym window. The gym door? I just hit her again. Gym door, gym window. So I was supposed to pick window? I just completely obliterated that lady. Alright, picked her up. Now I got 3. Now I got 3. I got 2 women on me in my car. We might be able to do, what's that called? Threesome. There we go. Now, ladies, y'all think y'all can handle me? Because I surely can't even handle myself. Uh-oh, let's not strip the walls here. What? There's traffic? How is there traffic in my own mind? Get away. I am the owner of this here psychokinetic brain of mine. Oh, great. I crashed. Alright, that's a minor setback, but let's forget about that for just a second. Let's just keep going. How am I supposed to pick up all three of those letters if they're all lined up like that? Alright, we're almost there. Monokuma's out on the road. What is he doing out there? You're gonna get hit, Monokuma. As much as I don't like you that much, I don't think I'd want to hit you. I don't want to mess up the car even more and get dirt or blood or dirty blood all over it. How was it moved from the classroom window to the gym window via the pool from window to window? Might be the window. I was right. I just made a lucky guess. There we go. Good job, Shuichi. I did the minigame, you made the deduction.
I've got it. Ryoma's body was moved directly from his lab to the gym.
Exactly.
Directly? Don't tell me they threw the body from window to window. I mean, we're talking about a body. It's not like tossing a baseball, you know.
No, I don't believe he was thrown. But perhaps another way.
What do you mean another way? There's no other way to move it.
The culprit must have used some kind of equipment.
Huh? Equipment?
Wait, let's not forget, guys. There was a piece of a plastic black little thing. I know what you got. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? But it was like a bag or something that was torn.
With this equipment, they can connect the two windows and move the body to the gym.
Equipment to connect the windows. I believe it was found near the body. Maybe the rope? It might be the rope. It was the rope! Look at me go! I'm doing great right now.
The rope found behind the gym stage could have been used to connect the windows.
There was a mysterious mystery about that rope that only Atua can reveal.
Shut your mouth, Angie. I'm getting sick of tired of hearing about this Atua guy. He doesn't seem very nice.
During last night's preparations for the show, that rope was in the wing of the stage. But the next morning, the rope had been moved backstage for some reason.
Really?
It's a mysterious mystery. Only Atua knows the answer.
Only Atua knows the answer, of course. Oh, mighty Atua, can you please help us catch the murderer or the blackened?
So they did use the rope. That's how they bridged the distance between both windows.
Is the rope long enough to reach both windows?
The rope is roughly 65 feet in length. As for the distance between the windows, according to the sign of the pool, the width of the pool is roughly 35 feet. And the distance from the edges of the pool to the windows is an additional 16 feet. Altogether, the sum total length from one window to the other is roughly 50 feet.
And pool is only thing between research lab and gym windows.
You bet it's long enough. That's what she said.
That's what she said is crazy! What?
Wait, who said that?
She did. If you get it, you get it.
Was long enough. Wouldn't it be pretty hard to tie them to the windows?
Both windows were too high to reach. It would be like tying a rope from one cliff to another.
If the windows were closer together, then they could toss the rope across. But they're not.
No, don't think it would work. Just need one more rope.
Another rope. There was
I'm
just
hungry.
one, though.
Oh, then it's impossible.
No, I'm sure there was another rope, or at least something that could be used as rope. We know what it is. It was the tennis net cable. Use it, Shuichi!
This is it! The tennis net cable from Ryoma's lab.
Why are you hungry?
How long is it?
About 50 feet or so. But how did they use it? Okay, so first, culprit hang rope outside of one window. Then, culprit moved to other side.
Why are we having Gonta explain this?
And tie cable to other window.
They had a lot of preparation time for this.
After tying to each window, culprit tie rope and cable together. That how culprit make one rope that reach both windows.
Wow! That's amazing, Gonta! You're so knowledgeable.
Gonta finally getting praise like he deserves.
It's nothing. Gonta use ropes a lot when looking for bugs.
Good job, Gonta. How can we hate you?
Even if they did connect the windows with the rope, they can't carry a body on just that.
Eureka! I got it!
What you got? What you got? Well, actually, I don't have a good feeling about this. You're sweating awfully a lot, and you're blushing, and you're drooling.
Thomas Edison once said that genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration.
Did he really, though?
But in my case, it's 100% inspiration.
But what? Okay, let's get to the point now.
Get it. Just tell us already. They handcuffed the body to the rope and slid it from one window to the other, like Tarzan.
What the heck? How is that even possible?
The body would reach the gym window, but it wouldn't land in the piranha tank. Stop making such dumbass comments and keep your smelly breath in your dirty mouth.
Dang! That is harsh. I swear, they fight like siblings.
Tarzan? But they also had to put the body in the piranha tank after they moved it, huh?
That is not feasible with just one rope.
Maybe the rope wasn't the only equipment the culprit used.
Well, anyway, it would have been pretty difficult to get that body in the piranha tank. They wouldn't just throw it. The trick was a super crucial part of the culprit's plan. The culprit must have carefully placed the body into the tank with their own hands. But is there really a way to do that?
Kokichi, are you hinting at something?
Kokichi knows too much.
What hint? Don't confuse me with your talk of hinting hints.
Kokichi, just tell us, bro. Why are you over here manipulating and causing confusion? If the body were to fall, the culprit would not have been able to retrieve it. They would have only had one shot at it, no second chances. So they wanted to put the body in the tank carefully. How did they get near it? All that we know right now is that there was a rope that connected the windows. The culprit used that to move the body and were close to the windows themselves. To make that work, they had to have used something else. But what would that be? What could they have done?
All right, Shuichi, the stage is finally set.
What?
Listen up. Do a good job here, and I'll be able to put an end to this trial. It all starts with you. You be the opening act, and I'll be the main event.
Okay, alright, Kaido, I hear you.
And then together, we're gonna save everyone.
Together?
You got this. After all, you are my sidekick.
Despite the sidekick part, I mean, yeah, let's do it.
I believe in you, so I'm gonna leave the
I will solve this mystery and show everyone the truth. This is the main event. Main event Shuichi here. Something was used with the rope to move the body between the windows. Think, come on, think. No, there we go. Good old Hangman's Gambit. Hello, Gambit. What did the culprit fashion to move the body between the windows? Okay. Where's the O? R-O. R-O-P-E. Rope net. It must be easy. Rope net. I need the letter N. Where is the letter N? It's right there. Wait, that was a W? Rope what? Hold on. If that's a W, then... That's not an E. Rope, W, A, it's 2 letters. What is it? Rope, A? Rope, Rope war? Rope war? What? Ropeway! Okay, it's Ropeway. Easy. Where's the Y? Give me that. I feel like I overthink these too much. Like, I think there's something else, when in reality, it's literally as simple as you could think.
That's it. The culprit used something like a ropeway to move the body.
A ropeway, huh? Are you sure about that?
We're positive.
Wow, you got brain damage or something?
Damage? Damage? You mean brain damage? Oh, now you even got me confused about it.
You need some kind of vessel to use on a ropeway, and we don't have that.
Bro, no, there definitely was. The culprit used it to move the body along the rope. In scenes where you have to deduce an image, mind will begin. Okay? In this mode, the objective is to dig up the answer. At the beginning, the answer will be completely covered by pieces. Use the left joystick to move the cursor and erase the pieces with the X button. Pieces will be erased when 2 or more of the same color connect. Check out bro over here promoting his cafe. There's nobody here, Pando. Yellow, white. If you do it right, that rhymes, you can remove all the pieces from an object. The trick is to predict how the adjacent pieces will change. All the pieces on top of the object are gone. You can select the object as the answer. If you select the wrong object, your influence gauge will take damage. If it's just one piece left, you can press the X button repeatedly to break it. But that will incur a time penalty, so don't just button mash. Okay, so we can't do that. Focus, image, dig up piece, controls. Alright. Well, let's do this. Let's dig up this piece here. There we go. Ooh, me likey. It's like Tetris. W minigame right here. Oh, that's easy. That's the tube. Hold on, bro. They have to be all bundled together for them to get broken. Like this right here. Okay, that just added a penalty, I'm pretty sure. Alright. This actually makes you think about what you click on before you click it. Top left corner right there. The ladder? Where else can I click on, really? What did the culprit use to ride across the ropeway? There's only 3 options. There's the big old tube, the ladder, and what seems to be a little massage bed of some sort. I'm gonna take a guess here and say, let me think here. What were the controls again for this? Right there. Is it that? That's what it must be.
I see it.
Okay, good. I'm glad I picked that.
It's the inner tube. The rubber inner tube we found floating in the pool. Remember the inner tube we found in the pool with a rope on one side? Maybe the rope was originally tied on both sides. The culprit made a ropeway by hanging the tube from the rope connecting the windows. And because the 3rd floor window is higher up, gravity would have pushed the inner tube along. The inner tube is made of sturdy rubber as well. It could have supported 2 people. The culprit used the ropes in the inner tube to construct a rudimentary ropeway.
How would that work? Look, you got my boy Ryoma out here, cheeks spread out, riding across on a tube. That's kinda, I don't even know what to say.
And used it to move themselves and Ryoma's body from the lab to the gym.
How are they that resourceful?
Once through the gym window, the culprit stood on the inner tube to move the body. Either that, or the culprit placed their foot on the windowsill. That way would be more stable and let them handle the corpse more carefully. Finally, they removed the rope from the window frame and left the scene.
Well, when you put it like that, it certainly sounds possible.
Yeah, I mean, low-key that would seem impossible, but I guess it's possible since they pulled it off.
But wow, a ropeway!
You say the culprit placed their foot on the windowsill. Isn't that against school rules? It would count as entering the gym, would it not?
Last time we got asked that question, we decided it was okay.
Okay, then I guess it's okay.
Sticking your body through the window is an automatic out, but standing on the sill is...
Wait, who asked you last time?
Who asked last time? Ooh, I like where this is going. Who asked you?
Eh?
That means somebody asked.
It is quite possible that the culprit went to you to confirm the details of their plan.
We're on to you, Monosuke.
Oh, shit!
Yeah, we caught you red-handed.
Way to put your foot in your mouth. What? Monosuke just unhinged his jaw and swallowed his entire leg.
What?
Cut it out! I can't write this off as a joke if you two keep freaking out about it.
Then your little slip-up is actually the truth.
Well, no shit, Angie. That's literally what we were on about. Even Monokuma, say something. Come on.
Pops?
Y'all broke Monokuma.
Daddy's mad at you now.
Don't look at me. This is what you get for acting like a big shot all the time.
Stop. Do not bully Monosuke.
Huh?
Listen to your brother. Listen to Monodam.
No more blaming each other. Everybody makes mistakes.
Monodam, you a real one for that.
I want us all to get along.
Monodam, you a real G.
Monodam's right.
Monosuke, you better thank Monodam. Less attitude and more gratitude. Got it?
Man, the trial was just getting fun. Why you gotta ruin it with that slip up?
Do you want to die? I mean, that slip up is what's probably going to be the thing that's going to save us here.
But I guess now we know Shuichi's logic is right on the money.
So Culprit really used ropeway to move body?
Yeah, they used the ropeway to move with the body from window to window.
Ropeway murder. Some crazy ass shit.
Yeah, definitely. Like, they rode a whole tube across the ropeway while Ryoma's cheeks were out.
But if the mechanism was that complicated, wouldn't it be hard to put it all away?
Not necessarily. All one must do is detach the rope from the window after using the ropeway. Then, after returning to Ryoma's lab, one could retrieve the rope from that side. Tossing the rope into the gym from the pool window would be the final step.
I see. The rope was thrown from the window. That's why we found it there.
With that method, the culprit must have made numerous trips from Ryoma's lab to the pool.
Which is why the crime was committed during nighttime, while we all slumbered.
But if the culprit was so careful to recover the rope they used to commit the crime, why did they leave the inner tube in the pool?
I believe that was an accident.
An accident?
Yes. When the culprit was taking down the inner tube, they accidentally dropped it.
They dropped it.
Then why did the culprit leave it in the pool?
The reason the culprit left it in the pool was obvious. They don't like water. There was no time. It was nighttime. They didn't notice. There was no time. No?
Damn it!
Wait. It was nighttime because
That's it!
if they got in the pool, they would be breaking the school rules.
Yet they couldn't, because this took place at nighttime.
I see. They couldn't get the inner tube because swimming is prohibited at nighttime.
But couldn't they have used the rope to fish it out?
Not necessarily. You see, the water level in that pool is so low. Even if one tried to draw in the inner tube using the rope, the steep angle the rope would be at would make it nigh impossible.
It'd be different if they used a pole. There's no way a rope would work.
Even if inner tube was closer to pool edge, water's still too low to drag tube in.
That's a lot of work. I can see why they just left it there. Yeah, it would take too long.
No,
It would
but
be busted if someone saw them.
yeah, that's why.
Huh! What kind of clumsy dipshit drops an inner tube and can't retrieve it?
Obviously, the one that killed Ryoma successfully.
Let me tell you, this culprit's a real fucking amateur.
No, actually. Save for that one mistake, this was the perfect crime.
if Maki had never met up with Ryoma at nighttime, it might have been the end for us. Though I still don't know if Maki is telling the truth or not.
Why are we still pressing Maki? Yeah, you tell him, girl.
Personally, I find this culprit frighteningly thorough. Such a bold, beautiful plan. I never even imagined there was a ropeway.
All right, Kiyo, you gotta relax, man.
Respect begins to bloom in my heart for this wonderfully cruel culprit.
Okay, Kiyo, calm down. Calm down. Don't get turned on by this. No, respecting the culprit's intelligence is crucial in solving this case. We're so close, we're just one step away from the truth.
Now, we just need to figure out who the culprit is.
But of course, it would be pointless to unravel this mystery otherwise. So, who is it?
Looks like it's time for me to start the main event. But my sidekick here is on a roll right now, so I'll let him take this one.
Kaido, you haven't done jack squiggle in this whole freaking trial.
Okay.
You're just pushing everything onto Shuichi because you don't know yourself.
Exactly.
Well, Shuichi, do you already know who the culprit is?
Yes, I have a good idea who the culprit is. Do we? You're gonna make me pick? Don't make me pick.
Hey, Shuichi, are you hesitating again? Come on, man, there's no need for that. Like I said, you're my sidekick. I take responsibility for any mistakes my sidekick makes. So use those skills of yours I believe in to shove the truth down their throats.
You believe in my detective skills?
That's right. I'm gonna leave it all to you, Shuichi.
You sure that's a good idea, though? Who might it be? Who is the culprit? Who could have done all of this successfully? Can't be Maki. Angie? No. Can't be Ganta. Tenko. Ibo. I'm gonna take a guess here. I'm gonna say Angie. Sorry, Angie. Okay, so that was obviously wrong. We need to pick someone else then. Somebody that wasn't at the gym. Not Maki. Or Kyo? No. Someone mentioning they went to the gym.
I was wrong.
Okay, so obviously that was wrong. I don't know why I picked him. I thought there was gonna be a plot twist or something. Somebody that went to the gym. Wait, hold on. Okay, there's just no way it's Tenko. Bro, who is it? Like, I always struggle on this part. Himiko? The cat, so it's obviously not Himiko. Okay, so obviously it's not Kyo. At this point, we're just picking everyone. Kibo, no.
Oh no!
I don't know. I'm just over here guessing, really, at this point. Who went to the gym? Wait, don't tell me.
It has to be you.
Wait, whoa, whoa, whoa! Kurumi?
One more thing I still have to confirm. But Kirumi is the prime suspect.
Are you serious? Kurumi? There's no way!
Me?
What? Kirumi?
Then again, she's the ultimate maid. She can do all of that stuff that they just talked about.
Oh, so Kirumi is the culprit.
That is not yet a certainty. Let us hear her testimony first.
Is this true, Kirumi?
I cannot believe you would suspect me. If that is the case, then I will have to deny it. I will not let you make the wrong choice.
The wrong choice?
If you do believe it is me, are you prepared to stand by that decision? I will refute your accusations with all my might, for everyone's sake.
Alright, Kurumi, you wanna go? Let's go, Kurumi.
I, of course, am not the culprit.
The crime was committed at nighttime. And you have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us do not have one.
Most of us do have one. What? But that was the right one. We all had alibis.
I, of course, am not the culprit.
Alibis for yesterday.
The crime was committed
Incoming at break.
Wait, insect meet and greet. There we go. That's gotta be it. What we gotta use.
And you have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime? I do not have.
Yeah, we do. Right there. That's not it either? What the heck? How? Actually, I might need to wait and see what other arguments pop out.
I, of course.
You have no alibi, do you?
Most of us do not have one.
I have evidence that proves you're the culprit.
Who would fall for such nonsense?
Who relied on complex mechanisms to work. Someone like you could be skilled enough to pull it off.
Preposterous. That could have been done by anyone.
No, no, hold on. No, I missed.
That's a nice bag. She and Ryoma could have totally shared an inner tube.
What the heck?
Except perhaps don't.
Hold on, hold on.
I, of course.
Alibi for yesterday.
Do not have one.
Proves you're the
Fall for such nonsense.
relied on complex mechanisms. You could be skilled enough to pull it off.
Preposterous. That could have been done by anyone.
No. Right there. It couldn't have been done by anyone because everybody was at the insect meet and greet.
No. The only person who could have prepared this murder is Kirumi. Well, the preparations in the gym in any case.
And why do you believe that?
Before the culprit could put the body into the tank, several steps needed to be taken.
Like tying the rope to the gym window and putting a partition in the piranha tank.
That's right. Ryoma's body entered the gym from the window, but that required preparation. That could only have been done when Kirumi was by herself in the gym before nighttime.
Kirumi was alone in the gym for only like 5 minutes.
Not enough time for the whole murder, but enough time to set it up. Enough time to tie the rope on the window frame and put the pain in the piranha tank.
This is my selfless devotion.
Why are you fighting so bad right now? There's no way you could talk your way out of this.
A part of your petty imagination. An empty.
Alright, let me cut for your words, Kurumi. Marked window frame.
If it were solely the rope and partition, I suppose 5 minutes might be enough time.
Hold on.
I accept
Black
that, however,
piece of fabric.
the crux of your argument is not but a guess. You continue to force
Alibis from yesterday.
misguided when you consider that the crux of your argument is faulty. Your entire case falls apart.
Advance.
What do you mean by crux of the argument? How is it just a guess?
I am referring to the rope. Now, with that rope, it is possible to reach the gym window from the 3rd floor, but there is no evidence to indicate this had happened.
Right there. Oh, damn it. There's no evidence.
Referring to the rope.
Marked window frame.
Now, with that rope, it is possible to reach the gym window from the 3rd floor window. But there is no evidence to indicate this had happened. In other words, it is just a guess, and then you add assumptions and hearsay to that. It is nothing more than deception. I am referring to the rope. Now, with that rope, it is possible to reach the gym window from the 3rd floor window, but there is no evidence to indicate this had happened.
Right there. Cut through it.
Your words.
There is evidence. The marked window.
Evidence. The abrasions left on the window frames at the gym and the lab.
Those scratches from when the rope was tied to the window frame?
Just tying the rope to the frame wouldn't cause so much damage. The rope that was tied to the frames must have been weighed down significantly. The frames didn't break, but they were left with distinct marks.
Those scratches are proof that you used a rope to carry the body to the windowsill.
Oh? What's wrong, Kirumi? What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? Hey, what's wrong? Hey, hey, hey!
Kokichi, you need to chill, dude.
Is Kirumi quiet because that's what happened?
Please answer us, Kirumi. Shuichi is doing this for your sake.
If it is for my sake, then it would be much easier to forfeit. But I cannot allow that, because I must do this for everyone! I have a duty and a responsibility. I must serve everyone and protect them. So I refuse to surrender. They won't forgive me if I do.
Who won't forgive you? What's going on right now? But what does she mean by everyone?
Hey, Kirumi, who exactly is this everyone you're talking about? I've just got a weird feeling about this.
Hope
When you
everyone
said
enjoys
everyone,
it here.
felt like you weren't
Please
talking
follow the
about us.
stream.
It felt like you were talking about someone who isn't here.
Someone who isn't here?
Someone outside of the academy?
Ooh.
Do you think Kirumi saw her own motive video?
Huh? The motive video?
What the heck? What is this twist of events?
Putting someone in danger, so you committed murder, right?
Is that true?
I am so sorry for making such a mess. Because of that, I made all of you assume something unnecessary.
Unnecessary?
You saying I'm wrong? This everyone you're talking about?
It is all of you, of course.
Really? Do you swear, Tua?
Where'd you get that brush from?
Yes, really. So please believe me, I am not the culprit. I do not care what becomes of me, but I will not allow any of you to die. Because I made a promise to Kaede. She wished for all of us to escape together.
Why are you bringing Kaede into this?
I want to serve everyone. So please believe me. You have to.
Kirumi.
Are we totally sure Kirumi's the culprit? Maybe it's someone else.
No, she's trying to make us feel guilty.
Are we sure Kokichi isn't the culprit?
Yo, you just hate him, and he hates you.
How rude.
Gota just can't believe Kirumi would kill Ryoma.
Kirumi's breakfasts were the best. She always treated us so well. She really is like a mom.
Perhaps it was after she gained our trust that she saw her chance to strike.
Ooh, that's true.
You really are screwed up. Screwed up from head to toe. Even through your clothes, I can tell.
Shuichi, please reconsider suspecting me as the culprit. You only suspect me because I was at the gym during nighttime yesterday, correct?
But that's the only way we know. Sorry, Kurumi. We're gonna stick to our choice here.
But you cannot accuse me of being the culprit with that insufficient proof. It is still possible for Maki and Kaito to have gone to the gym. They do not have alibis. They could have pretended to help Himiko, but secretly prepared the murder.
Put it that way. We can't accuse Kirumi just based on our alibis.
Guys, maybe suspecting Kirumi is wrong.
Yeah, maybe we should think it over one more time.
I made a promise. As the ultimate detective, I made a promise to seek the truth. I made a promise to Kaede, so I'm not turning back now.
There we go. Look at you, growing up hair.
So you still believe I am the culprit? But there is no evidence to indicate that I am.
No, there is. I have proof that you're the culprit. I realized it when you determined that the rope weight was used to move the body. If it wasn't Ikirumi who moved the body with a makeshift rope weight, then the final clue falls into place.
The final clue?
The damning evidence that proves Kirumi is the culprit.
Shuichi, won't you please tell me why you are so desperate to pin me as the culprit?
We have to seek the truth.
Protect everyone?
I'm doing this because I want to protect everyone. Shuichi.
And you're wrong. Your deduction is all wrong.
Your words aren't going to convince me now. Not when I know the truth.
All you care about is your own reasoning. You don't even listen to others. I can't bet everyone's lives on a deduction made by a self-righteous brat.
Oh, okay. Alright. We see your true colors now.
You can't save anyone.
Watch me. It's gotta be this. The black piece of fabric.
This is it!
There we go. I knew this thing would come in handy at some point.
The piece of black fabric in the pool. That's the final clue that proves you're guilty. It's been bothering me for a while. I couldn't figure out what it was. I thought it was just trash at first, but I couldn't dismiss it entirely. Now that the class trial has come this far, I know for certain. It's an important piece of the puzzle, because like the inner tube, it's evidence the culprit couldn't dispose of.
Huh? Why not?
Using the rope weight, you could slide the inner tube from the lab to the gym. But how would you control it? If it kept sliding and hit the window, the momentum would have thrown the body off. To prevent that from happening, the culprit needed some way to adjust the speed. For example, the culprit could have used their hands for friction.
Yeah, so what? You're still wrong. Your logic is flawed.
Kirumi, why are you becoming increasingly erratic?
Because she knows she's the one that did it.
Such absolute beauty in trying to fight against the truth.
What? Proof. comfort with just that?
No, it's not just trash. It's proof that you're the culprit.
She's sweating buckets. She knows she's the one. And we caught her.
You are incorrect. What is this truth? That is just your empty deduction. You continue to confuse everyone. You are incorrect. What is this truth? That is just your empty deduction. You continue to confuse everyone. Ah! In this class trial, everyone's life is at stake. Because of your self-righteous truth, everyone might die. In this class trial, everyone's life is at stake. Because of your self-righteous truth, everyone might die. In this class trial,
Gotta lock in here.
everyone's life is at stake. Ah! I completely understand your reasoning, but I will never accept it. It seems you wish to pin me as the culprit. You do not have any evidence. You are only providing us with speculation. You only wish to protect everyone. Why must you interfere? I completely understand your reasoning, but I will never accept it.
Go for that high score.
It seems you wish to pin me as the culprit. You do not have any evidence. You are only providing us with speculation. You only wish to protect everyone. Why must you interfere? I completely understand your reasoning. Ah!
Did we do it? Final blow.
What does that piece of trash prove?
Alright, Kurumi's gloves.
It ends here.
Her gloves, that's right! She always wears gloves!
The piece of fabric came from Kirumi's black glove.
Kirumi's glove?
If the culprit were slowing their descent by grabbing the rope with their hands, there would have been a lot of friction, easily enough to cause rope burn. But our culprit was smart. They weren't burned because they weren't bare-handed.
Yeah, the culprit had gloves on. One got all torn up from the friction and it fell into pool?
From what I remember, the only one who wears black gloves is Kirumi, right?
The gloves on your hands now. I take it they're from your doom?
The extra uniforms in our rooms are made of the same material we're wearing now. You can test my theory by comparing the fabric scrap with your glove.
Well, Kirumi, will you allow us to compare the black fabric we found in the pool with your gloves?
Huh? What's the matter? Why are you sweating so much?
Kirumi, what's wrong?
She's about to lose it. This is where it led me, and I won't turn away from it.
I will show you the truth.
Closing argument, let's do it. How is that wrong? Right there. Right there. Piranhas in the swarming tank. What was used to transport the body on the ropeway? What was taken from the pool? The rubber inner tube. Right? Okay, so that was right. Where in the gym was the rope tied? The gym's window frame and rope? Okay, so that was right. Okay, so that's not it. Right there. Carried rope. Hanged in her tube. There we go, right there. Perfect. We got it all set up.
The victim's body was found this morning during Himiko's Underwater Escape Act. When we saw the piranhas in the tank, we thought that Himiko's escape failed. Of course, it was all part of the act. Himiko's escape went perfectly. But when Angie opened the curtain in front of the tank, we saw Ryoma with piranhas swarming around him. Before any of us could react, the piranhas devoured Ryoma's body. And all that was left were his bones and the handcuffs he was wearing. That horrifying sight was the finishing touch on the culprit's own twisted magic trick. The culprit obfuscated the time and place of the murder, implicating Himiko in the process. In truth, the crime began last night, around 8:55 p.m. While preparing for the show in the gym, the culprit had a chance to be alone. It was then that the culprit used the ladder to reach the piranha tank and removed the glass lid to put inside the tank. They used it as a partition to force the piranhas to one side of the tank. Next, the culprit took the rope from the stage wing in the gym and used the ladder once more, this time to climb up to the gym's window. Once there, they opened the window and tied one end of the rope to the window frame. The rope was then thrown out the window toward the pool. These preparations were key for the culprit's elaborate plan. At nighttime, past midnight, the culprit asked Ryoma to meet at his lab. All the pieces were in place. The culprit was ready to murder. First, the culprit knocked Ryoma out, probably striking him from behind. Then, they put the handcuffs from the shower room on Ryoma's wrists. And shoved his head into the sink filled with water. From the water and the pain of drowning, Ryoma should have woken up and struggled. The culprit anticipated his resistance, which is why Ryoma was handcuffed. The struggle left scrapes on the cuffs and sink, but in the end, Ryoma succumbed. Ryoma was dead, but the culprit's plan had only just begun. They removed the cable from the tennis net and hung it from the window facing the pool. And then, at the pool, they connected the wire and the rope from the gym window. They returned to the lab after picking up one last thing. The rubber inner tube that was in the pool's tool shed. Once back in the lab, the culprit pulled the cable, bringing up the rope. It pulled until the rope was taut, then tied it to the lab's window frame. And thus, the gym and the lab windows were connected by a single rope. After making a hanger of sorts with another length of rope tied to the inner tube, they hung the inner tube on the rope connecting the windows. That's how the culprit created the ropeway that was used to move the body. An impressive premeditated murder, but the culprit made two crucial mistakes. The culprit got on the inner tube with Ryoma's body and slid toward the gym. The height difference between the windows, they would have built up quite some speed. To avoid crashing through the window, the culprit used a brake. They used their own hand to grip the rope and slow down. That would have caused significant rope burn had the culprit not been wearing gloves. due to the friction. Part of a glove tore off and dropped in the pool. Regardless, the culprit reached the window and put Ryoma's body into the piranha tank. The glass pane not only kept the piranhas and the body separated, it also kept the piranhas so close together, they concealed the body. After that, all the culprit had to do was untie the rope and the inner tube. But that's when they made their second mistake. One end of the rope came loose, and the inner tube dropped into the pool. Thus, the culprit was forced to leave two key pieces of evidence, the fabric and the inner tube. They couldn't retrieve the evidence because of the rule against swimming at nighttime.
And that's the whole story. We got her.
Am I wrong, Kirumi Tojo? The ultimate maid? Kirumi, that's the conclusion I reached. Do you have any objections?
This is very, very unfortunate, Shuichi. My pride as a maid demands that I fulfill every request that I receive. But to end like this...
Does that mean you admit it?
Kirumi. Why use your own gloves, though? The warehouse should have had plenty.
There weren't any. Obviously, she would have used them if they were available.
Hope everyone enjoys it
Jeez.
here.
Monokuma
Please follow
provided
the
everything
stream.
but the gloves. That's pretty sadistic. But thanks to him, at least the game became way more interesting.
So, it's decided.
This case was decided the moment someone, who shall not be named, opened their big mouth.
They're talking about you, Minosuke.
We don't know that. Maybe the real culprit is someone nobody expects. That is right. No need to worry.
Oh, Monodam, you're like a mommy taking care of her sick child.
What?
All right, let's go! The heart-racing excitement as the blackened and the spotless finally face off! It's voting time!
How are these two even options? You guys are already dead. Sorry, Kurumi. We just have to vote for you. Sorry.
Now then, it seems the voting has finished. Let's see the result. Who'll be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Pretty sure we picked the right choice, Monokuma. Hey, we got a B for this trial. Sweet. She was never your effing mom. Of course not.
No way!
Enough with the commentary already.
Say,
Alright, well guys, we're gonna go ahead and save here for today's stream. Thank you everyone that joined us for today's stream. I would have liked to continue with this and finish the rest of it to at least start on chapter 3 for next time, but hey, at least we finished the second class trial, so we lived up to the stream. But anyways guys, I'll see you guys at the next stream. Obviously it's not gonna be Danganronpa again, but it'll probably be a different game. But the next time we stream Danganronpa, we're gonna continue with her execution, Kurumi's execution, and continue on to chapter 3. Thanks for watching, guys.